So let's get straight to it. In this video, I'm basically going to showcase to you how you can go about scraping 15,000 leads slash emails from Apollo.io for, I'd say, 0.1% of the price, okay? I'm going to go quick with this because I know your time is valuable and so is mine. So you're going to need 2 to 3 tools. The first one, of course, is going to be Apollo. You need the specific place you're going to be extracting the data from, because Apollo themselves, they extract it from another database, but that's another conversation. So Apollo.io is the first and easiest place for anyone to go about getting information. It's very self-explanatory and very beginner friendly. Apollo.io, if you don't know what that is, then go watch my other video on Apollo.io and how to go about using it. So let's say Apollo.io, that's the first tool. The second tool you're going to need is Export Apollo, which I'm going to get into, or App Export Apollo. Yeah, they have the same similar names, but they're completely different companies, and they have a lot of similarities, but key distinctive differences. Okay, so number one is going to be Apollo.io. Let's go to Apollo.io. Let's go right now and build out a quick list. Right now, who do you want to target? Let's say realtors. Okay, let's say we want to target realtors. That's why I got a billion of those, right? And just for the sake of time, I'm not going to go deep into detail. Typically, I would go, change the industries, look at the employee count of the company, for example, because maybe you want to target, and this is all really important when you're weeding out people, because if you're going to be cold emailing or cold calling, whatever it is that your service is, at the beginning, I guess, go more broad, cast a wide net, but as time goes on, you want to go deep in, right? So you can, because the more specific it is, sometimes you can charge higher and you can retain people for a longer time. That's another conversation. So let's say, for example, I only want to work with realtors that work within a company that have 1 to 10 employees, okay? And of course, let's say you want the United States. Okay, you can add whatever filters you want over here. It doesn't really matter. So as you can see, just because when I started off just with anybody, I had about like 55,000 people, right? But due to the fact that I niched down a little bit, I say, I want people that just have 1 to 10 employees, okay? And now I have 5,000 people. And within my copy, because if you're going to be cold emailing, cold calling, whatever it is, within your copy, you can say something like, hey, I seen that you guys have 1 to 10 employees within your company, and we've helped so company, and they have the same 1 to 10 companies, and we got this exact result. So it's more tailored to that individual that you're going to be speaking to, instead of, hey, we work with realtors and we get them X, Y, and Z. It's way better for them to see we work with a realtor company that had 1 to 10 employees just like you, and we help them do this and that, and they're in this specific state. It's more tailored. People like personalized stuff for some reason. I care less. So number one, Apollo, and once you're done with that list, this is the crucial part. Once you're done, you've done all the filters. You want to go ahead and take that URL. Okay, you want to take that URL to 1 or 2 sites. I'm going to show it to you. Number one, of course, is going to be Export Apollo. Export Apollo. This video on the webpage will typically explain to you how you can go about doing it, and it's really self-explanatory. Okay, you just press Get Leads. If you can't fill out this information, then you probably might just want to stop watching the video right now, because this is not for you. So we'll go ahead and fill out this information. Go ahead, and then they'll ask you for the URL of the actual page that you're trying to scrape. Okay, they'll actually ask you for that. You go ahead and put that URL in, and then here are the price tags. Okay, the price tags make sense from 10,000 contacts going up. Anything like these over here don't make no sense at all. Okay, and I know software business, so they typically make price tags look like this, so that way you're enticed to go ahead and want to at least minimum choose this. This is all psychology. These people are very smart. I don't think these people are stupid. They know what they're doing. Yeah, so Export Apollo is the one place you can go ahead and do that, and it says wait up to 5 minutes. I think it'd probably be less than that, and this is what a typical list would look like from Export Apollo. Okay, this is family offices that I just scraped this morning. I scraped the list and I was like, damn, I should have just did it with you instead. But hey, nevertheless, as you can see, this is just a list of family offices that I just scraped, all in the United States. If you want this list, let me know. So, this is not just America. This is the whole world, basically. As you can see, Geneva. Because family offices, they typically operate not in just one state. They're all around the world, and they make investments in all around the world, which is typically what I'm looking for. So if you want this list, tell me. If you're a broker or whatever it is, let me know. I'll give this list to you for free of charge. I already paid for it, and I would want you to go ahead and pay for it also, right? So this is Export Apollo. This is what exportation from Export Apollo would look like. The problem with this is you do not get phone numbers. Okay, I should have probably prefaced that at the beginning of this video by saying that, but hey, it doesn't matter, right? That's a problem with this Export Apollo. You get the list and all that, but guess what? You don't get the company phone number. And if you're going to be cold calling like me, which you should be cold calling, I don't know why you wouldn't. If you're going to be cold calling like me, then you know the phone numbers is crucial. Like we probably love that. Not more than emails, but it's very, very important, because without phone numbers, we're not going to cold call. So that's where this other app comes into play. And this other place also is called, it has the Export Apollo in its name, but it has app.exportapollo.com. Okay, so the first one is exportapollo.io. Okay, but that doesn't give you the phone numbers. It doesn't give you the company phone numbers, basically. But this, it will give you the company phone numbers. And it costs a little bit more. At the beginning, I was like, why does this cost more? But then I extracted for both of them, and I realized, okay, this one actually gives you the company phone numbers. This doesn't give you. Export Apollo is great, of course, it's fast, but it doesn't give you basically the company phone numbers. And if you want me to make a video to show you how they actually go about doing this themselves, let me know, because I know how they actually do this. This is all automated, by the way. I know that's the exact software that they use to actually go about going out there to actually scrape this information. You can do it for yourself for complete, way less than this. I just do this because, sad to say, I like speed, and right now, I want my time more than money, of course. So if you're in a position whereby you rather spend the time before you spend the money, then yeah, I'll make the video about that. But essentially, App Export Apollo, okay, and this is the same specific process, just like it would be. Let me even give you an example. This is the price tags, for example. Okay, let's say you want to scrape 10,000 people. So for example, if you want to scrape these brokers over here, you probably go ahead and buy this plan over here, right? And then you have 10,000 credits, which basically means you can scrape this list 2 times, or this list plus another list, basically. Let me just show you how it kind of works, okay? This one, theirs is kind of like an interface. With Export Apollo, you don't have any interface. You can't log in, and none of that kind of stuff. That's why this is kind of beating Export Apollo also, because this, you can log in, and this gives you a free trial. Export Apollo doesn't give you a free trial. These people, they give you like $500. They give you like $500 worth of credit that you can use to actually extract credits, that you can actually use to extract people from LinkedIn. So the first thing that you do in Export Apollo is you can trial for YouTube. Let's say trial for YouTube, right? You can go ahead and put that Apollo search inside. You can tell them. The good thing about this too is you can actually tell them how many contacts you want to scrape. So if me, for example, right now I want to extract just 50 contacts. Okay, 1,000 minimum. I don't want to spend my last credits right now. Sorry about that, because these are free credits, and I mean I'm gonna buy the 20,000 credits right now, of course, because I need that to scrape a PE list. But nevertheless, 1,000 credits is the 1,000 exportation is the minimum. You go ahead and let them know what you want, of course. They can actually pre-verify these emails for you, all within one platform. That's where also they beat. I mean, I'm not shitting on Export Apollo. That's a great place. It's very fast, straight to it, not wasting time. But in terms of, having things all in one place, efficiency, and it gave me the phone numbers, man, I'll choose this. Even though it's a little bit pricier than it, because when you look at, I'm derailing right now. Yes, I know. But when you look at the prices in comparison, this is 10,000 credits, right? Let me show you something. Over here. Okay. Let's look at this real quick. You're looking at about let me show you something real quick. So over here, 10,000 credits, you're looking at about $30. 10,000 credits, you're looking at about $48. But this one, you get the phone numbers. This one, you don't get the phone numbers. Okay? So it's really, you can pick and choose your poison at this point. I need the phone numbers. Okay? I need it. And this can scrape for you only available email, so it gives you the option to basically, because sometimes scraping places, what they do is if the email is not there, then they'll scrape the information, but the email place, they'll leave it blank. So this right here gives you the option to basically say, you know what, don't scrape me anybody who doesn't have an email, stuff like that. So I'm personally going to go ahead and use this. I'm using the Export Apollo. I've used, I know the names sound the same, but I'm going to use Export Apollo, this one over here, app.export Apollo. That's what I'm mainly using right now. That's what I'm actually going to use right now. I'm going to actually go ahead and buy 20,000 credits so I can go ahead and scrape a PE list of myself. But nevertheless, it's just a quick breakdown of how I would go about scraping 50,000 leads within that short time frame. Peace out. By the way, I forgot to show you what a list looked like from app.export Apollo. So this is what the list looks like. As you can see over here, it has the company phone numbers. I'm going to go ahead and still scrape for the individual's phone number, of course, their mobile phone number. But having the company phone number is also a plus, because once you get the personal phone number, if they don't pick up, you can call the company phone number. The more numbers you can get on each individual, the more chances it is for you to get in contact with that person. So that's why, once again, I'm going to go ahead and just use Export Apollo, because a cold call and those numbers are important to me as much as the emails, if not even more, because I can pick up a phone call. I can pick up a phone and call right now and get feedback ASAP. As with an email, it might take a day or two.